So I wanted to show a little build I'm working with that produces a surplus of glucose which can be used to power things. The problem I'm having when I create a large power network is that if I use too much energy, it will have no more energy, which will prevent things from being sucked in by the cytostomes, and then everything sort of is powerless, and I need to restart it. So by having a separate energy network that is self-sufficient and produces a surplus of fuel.
Talking to me?
No, I'm talking to people on the internet.
Oh. Okay.
Hello people on the internet.
Hello people on the internet.
Yeah, good. So, what do you want to say? No, I'm not talking to you. Alright, surplus of energy. We can set up a separate power network that always gets glucose fed into it, because this one is self-sufficient. So how does it work? I have two cytostomes that are sucking from different grids. I believe the way that these cytostomes work is that they suck from any tile within these grids. You can toggle the grid by the G button. And then I have two of those sucking in things that spawn here from empty tiles. And then there is a catalyzer with a glucogen enzyme, I believe. This guy, glycolysis enzyme inside of the catalyzer, which will try to consume or take glucose here. Anything else goes over this line, which is filtered by a red, yellow, green, and blue picker, so that hopefully the things that we don't need, although we could maybe utilize them, are disposed of by this disposer. You might need double filters if you get a lot of items going in, but because I only have two and I've cleared these areas, there shouldn't be a lot of items coming in, and this in practice is enough. So what should happen in theory is that if after a while this should use less energy than it needs, and then glucose, which does not have a color, is not filtered and ends up being output here. So this can go to another place where we just have the same sort of energy setup, where we use that energy to power things that are not supporting the power network itself. So there's your excess glucose. Of course, you will need an energy supplier and an ATP molecule to start with. The catalyzer needs to be set up so that it outputs with a red picker the byproduct of this energy production step. Let's see, what is that called? What is this called? This is pyruvate. Pyruvate will be emitted here on the disposal line, and the energy ATP plus is green, which will be taken out of the catalyzer here to be fed into the energy supply. So this is somewhat compact with the tech I currently have. I don't know if it can be improved much. I wonder if this is going to get sucked in. Yep. So anything within the tile, I believe, will be sucked in. Which probably means that putting this in the center is a little bit more efficient time-wise, but since it's able to clear the entire tile, I don't think it matters. So that also means that you can put these close together, which is what I have done here. So I have two separate grids with a cytostome in each to create sort of a byproduct line and the energy required to run this. It's a bit of a different setup. This is not doing the disposing, but I was planning to make a couple of these around the edges here of my base to just suck in anything that's on the side. Is particularly useful for the research materials, especially early game. That's it. Thanks for watching.